welcome back to your favorite German podcast. I am your dumpling, Kelvin.
I'm your Sauerkraut, Sascha.
And together, we are sauerkraut dumpling. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. I look forward to destroying your old toilet at your new place.
Yeah, but in case you have time.
That's true.
I promise you can smash it as hard as you want.
For the listeners, so Sascha has like he's renovating like this new place he's got, and he has an old toilet in the bathroom that he needs to get rid of. But it's like a complete toilet, and I've never smashed like a toilet before, so I really want to just like lift it up and smash it.
And I paid 80 euros for the shit sink, But my cousin said, no, sorry. Even so your bathroom is renovated, the people has to use the toilet. You need an in-between toilet, like an in-between jackets for autumn or spring.
Wait,
you need also an...
This toilet is an in-between toilet?
Yeah.
The one you're throwing away?
Exactly.
So you bought this?
I just bought it for this purpose, and now it's made so badly that I cannot have this anymore.
Why don't you just like get a litter box? For like cats. You know how cats have like a box and there's sand in there?
My friend, just imagine, they are construction workers, and I tell them they have to pee and shit in this cat litter box.
I mean, it would be fun.
Dude, they would have packed their shit and left.
Yeah, maybe
you know what? You can shit in this litter box. Bye.
Be sure to wash your hands after you come out of the litter box. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, too bad you don't live close to the woods. You tell them to just give them a shovel and be like, go find a place.
With a shovel, you can put it in this rubbish bags.
No, just make a hole on the ground and then flip the soil. Speaking of shitting in public, this brings us to the
game part.
The big topic / game of the day. We're talking about crime and security.
Nice bridge, by the way.
That's
nice
true.
Bridge.
I'll tell you why this is a good bridge later. Okay, you will know the connection. It's very.
But first the game.
The game, exactly. Yes.
Okay. So you guys know the rules. Kevin is hitting a story, true or false. I need to guess it, and then I hit a story, true or false. He has to guess it, and the last 2 times he was always winning. So let's see if I can. You were always winning.
Well. In the usual, spirit of this game, I'm hitting you with some statistics, and you got to tell me if it's true or false, okay? So, crime rate by city in Germany. Frankfurt ranks number 1. True or false?
True.
True?
No, wait. Duisburg is number 1.
Where?
Duisburg.
I don't even know where the hell that...
Duisburg is number 1, I think.
Is that like Düsseldorf?
Yeah, exactly. It's next to Düsseldorf, I think.
Well, it's not on this list. Maybe I have bad statistics again, but
it's true.
Frankfurt is number 2. Do you know number
Frankfurt
1?
Is
the number
Frankfurt
1
is number 2.
Yeah.
So I was right.
No. You said, because you
false.
said false.
I said
no, yeah, true. You did say. That's true. Yeah.
Oh,
you got
awesome.
it right. But what you thought was number 1 is not the right one.
Yeah.
Can you guess what the number 1 city is? It's a big city.
I thought it's actually Duisburg, but if it's not on a list, maybe Berlin?
That's 3rd, actually. Very close.
Oh, wait. Is it even Heidelberg? Because also the thief of a bike is counted into the statistics.
Oh, come on. Number 1 is Hanover, apparently. I don't know how. But Hanover has... I forgot what the number stood for. 46.8, while Frankfurt had 46.3. I think this is like crimes per 100,000 people or something like this. I forgot and then Berlin was 44.7. So, and then it's Cologne, number 4. I thought Cologne would be, well, Cologne is pretty. I thought Cologne would be worse, but I didn't know Hanover was this dangerous. Do people even go to Hanover?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Or is it one of those things where like other cities move their, druggies and stuff to Hanover because no one thinks about Hanover, so they give them a ticket, be like, go to Hanover, be good for you.
I really can't tell you, man. I really can't tell you.
Okay, because in Shanghai, I've heard what they used to do to beggars was they'd get they put them on a bus. Like a bus would come through and pick up the beggars without any consent or anything. They'll just pick them up and then they'll drive that bus for like super far away from the city, like a couple of days maybe, and then they'll just throw them, like drop them off in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Woo. So, and then they try to get back to the city, or are they staying there?
I think they're just staying there because now you barely see any beggars in Shanghai. Like when I was a kid, there used to be a lot. And then one year, it just all kind of disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it did the trick, I guess. But also a little bit, I don't know.
Harsh.
Yeah, pretty harsh. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, congrats. Congrats. You won.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what you got for me, dude?
So, here's my statement: true or false? A city in Germany replaced zebra stripes with rainbow stripes. True or false?
Ugh. That does sound kind of possible. It sounds like something they do in like very progressive countries, like Canada, or like, where's another progressive country? Europe is not so progressive, but I think if they were, it would be like France or Germany.
But rainbow stripes, and you know how strict Germany is. Do they consider rainbow stripes with zebra stripes? Okay, but just so you know, it could be going into the direction of a German fashion magazine, which you were into.
Wait, but like rainbow stripes is just the normal stripes, but with rainbow colors, right?
No, rainbow stripes like yellow, blue, da.
But for the gay pride thing?
No, nothing to do with gay pride.
Oh, wait, why? Huh? What is the point of doing it? Okay, I'm gonna say it's false. If it's not gay pride, it's false.
And it's true.
Damn it!
It's true.
It's not for gay pride.
So I give you the background. A city part of Hamburg called St. Georg, okay, decided they don't need zebra stripes in a 30 kilometers per hour zone, because they said in a 30 kilometers per hour zone, you don't need zebra stripes because cars are anyway slow, okay? Problem?
Okay.
The zebra stripes were highly used by children, young children going to the kindergarten or primary school. They were used by them, to
go to
go
school.
over exactly, to go to school. And now they didn't had any zebra stripes anymore, and the cars were just driving, vroom, okay? And people complained, hey, actually the zebra stripes were solid. We needed them.
They were helping.
So the city decided then, okay, instead of zebra stripes, they painted rainbow stripes, but by law, the rainbow stripes were not allowed to be mistaken with zebra stripes. They don't have
any legal...
Exactly, legal binding.
They
are only colors on the street. And
so it's like kids drawing with chalk on
exactly.
It's kind of
like
that.
kids draw, but professionally done by the city, okay? And to prevent that anyone mistakes the rainbow stripes with zebra stripes, the rainbow stripes were painted horizontally, while zebra stripes are vertically.
Oh, huh? So it's like Mario Kart when you play that rainbow road level.
So now this city part in Hamburg has rainbow stripes instead of zebra stripes, which are for nothing.
I mean, it helps the kids, you know? Kids.
But does it? I mean, the cars are thinking, okay, it doesn't matter, boom. And the kids are thinking, hey, it's like a zebra stripe now.
I think it's like a crutch, like a safety net for kids, even though they don't exist, right?
Oh, I think it's a bad joke, man. I think it's a bad joke. The removal of the zebra stripes cost money. The painting of the rainbow stripes cost money, and now the situation is worse in the end.
I mean, it's like buying life insurance when you're going on a plane. I mean, you're gonna be dead anyways. I don't know if it helps you, but you buy
Would
it.
this be possible in China?
Rainbow
Would,
stripes?
Yeah, instead of or some procedure like that.
I don't. Maybe the color being different. I think rainbow. It's unfortunate, but I think rainbow has like a different meaning now, and people are a little sensitive to that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, why not?
Impossible.
But in China, everything has to be very like, I don't know. You have to listen to the government.
In order.
Yeah,
Okay.
in a way. Yeah. There's a lot of chaos.
I give you a bonus round, Kevin. Bonus round. Abu Dhabi is the safest country in the world. True or false?
Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
Abu Dhabi. Yeah. I mean, they could just not report it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I get false.
Damn
It's
it.
ice. It's not even in the top 15.
Oh,
It's
Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It
The
should be
funny
somewhere
thing is Germany is on place 15 behind Croatia, Czech Republic, Portugal.
for the safest country in the world.
Yeah, Germany is behind.
I mean, this
Everybody.
makes a little sense to me. And a good segue to our topic of the day. Sasha, do
Yay,
you
topic
know
of the day.
what's our topic?
The safety.
Yes, security, safety in Germany.
Security, safety in Germany.
What is your take? Okay, no. How about this? Since we started off with pooping in public, yeah, maybe I'll start.
Which is a crime in Germany. If I would have pooped so in public and the
it a
police would have
crime?
saw me.
Well, if it's a crime, then they don't care about it because when you're at the Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, you definitely see a lot of poop going around. You're going down the wrong street.
You step into poop and you pray to God that it's from an animal, not a human.
Yeah, but I would say 95% it's human poop. So
Dude, if I would, I mean, there are city tours, like the worst city in the world, the most ugly city in the world, Ludwigshafen or Ludwigsburg, sorry, or the most funniest city in the world. Why is there not a Frankfurt Bahnhof's train area city tour?
honestly, so when
It would work, I think.
I think I did this with Steve when he came in to visit Germany. Like we went
This
to
one?
We took
This
a
one?
bus in Frankfurt
Okay.
because we're going to some event, and on the way we were on the bus and we saw people like just have like fighting, just straight up like punching each other like next like on the street. And then Steve looked at me, he was like, "Oh shit, Germany's kind of rough." And I was like,
Kind of, but not completely.
I was
rough.
like, this is the first time I've seen this, but this is the first time or second time I came to like I've been to Frankfurt. But
I need to ask Simke how often she sees people.
yeah, cause like she's
Fighting
there,
each other.
she's there like every day, right?
Yeah.
She must have some really good stories, I'd say, about that place. But honestly, guys, if you've ever been to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, or you might have noticed that there's something wrong with that place, right? It smells like piss. There's a bunch of like there's just a bunch of guys there that look like they're constantly there, like they maybe not live there, but like that's their spot. And they're like different gangs. There's like the white, can you say white trash gang? I don't know. There's like a bunch of like
Other gangs?
not gangs, but like there are groups. There's like the German group, and then there's like I'm gonna say like the Central Asian / North African guys, and then there's just the druggies.
Ah. Hey, there was an scam from one of the druggies. So I was in a train in Frankfurt, okay, and the train was shortly before leaving, and then a druggie came in, and you could see he's a druggie, and then he said, excuse me, please, excuse me."
In German?
In German. My girlfriend and I, we got robbed out. We don't have any money left, and now we are collecting money to buy train tickets to go back home. And then someone in the train said, "This is bullshit. He also tried it in another one, and I know him for weeks. He always tries this." And he was deadly ignoring the guy and continuing. If anybody would be
do people
nice
give him
enough
money?
to give us,
No.
no, fuck no.
Yeah, it's a good thing at these points if you don't speak German, because you're just gonna be like, okay, whatever. I don't
understand. I'm sorry.
Kein
Look,
Deutsch.
I'm obviously Chinese, so bye bye.
Yeah, I think being Chinese is good in some places, especially in Germany. If you're at a restaurant and you feel cheap and you don't want to tip, they're generally okay with me not tipping. If I don't give a tip, they're actually like, oh, they're used to it, you know?
Yeah, but they would never say something. So I got never commented if I did not tip.
But sometimes they wait, you know? Like when they give you the bill, they kind of have this like moment where they kind of expect you to give a tip, you know? But then half of the time...
The eyes get bigger.
Yeah, or like there's a pause, but like half the time for me, they just directly give me the card machine, you know, the FPOS, because they're like, oh, Chinese, no tip, and they just make me pay.
So when I'm Shanghai, there's no tip?
Nope, not at all, no tip.
And if I would give someone tip, would they look weirdly at me? Why does he give me tip? Huh? Or
I think they'll take it, but everything is cashless, so you'll have to like figure something out. At fancier places, maybe you can give a tip, but we generally don't give tip, like any kind of tip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's also a survival strategy in those trains Simke told me about, my wife. So he said when she sees druggies and the druggies try to make eye contact with her, because once there's eye contact, they come to you and they ask for money. So don't look them in the eyes. Don't look anyone in the eyes. Just look on the ground and walk to your designated destination area.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have my headphones on normally, and I'm just spaced out. But I do like a good like druggie fight. Like when I'm there in Frankfurt,
druggie fight.
I like watching these people because they're so different to what I know. It's like watching the Discovery Channel, you know? It's like like I saw the same lady. I'm pretty sure she's on drugs. I saw her 2 or 3 times. Once with my parents and grandparents in the car. She was in the middle of the, you know, like right outside the Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, you have the Straßenbahn going through.
Yeah.
And there's like in between 2 tracks, she was standing in the middle, just completely naked and dancing. She's not a nice looking lady, okay? This is like some old, drugged out lady. It was not a sight to behold. It was very, it was not good.
To behold.
It's not a sight to behold. But you cannot, like, you know, when you're scanning just across people, you always notice someone that's completely different, right? Like a naked person, regardless of how they look, you'll notice that person. But this is like...
Son, behold, a naked person. Where? Oh.
But we all saw it and collectively did not say anything because it was too awkward.
Let's pretend it did not happen.
Yeah. But then we had to drive because I wanted to get bubble tea, and there's a bubble tea shop at like that really...
She was following you. Wait.
She wasn't following, but we drove into that street where all the druggies are. And then they saw firsthand, like literally a guy next to us with a needle shooting up heroin, I guess. I don't know what drug. And then my dad was like, yeah, Frankfurt's kind of rough. It's funny. Everyone I bring to Frankfurt says the same thing. Frankfurt's kind of rough.
So my cousin who grew up in Frankfurt, he when I was a child, he once asked me, "Hey Sascha, if it's raining in your village, are there people also leaving their houses and getting completely naked and showering in the rain?"
What the fuck?
I said, "You're kidding, right? This is not happening." No, it happens so often.
Wait,
Does
what
it
do
not
you
happen
mean?
here?
Completely.
Yeah, they go
They
out.
with their
It's
soap
raining.
and shit, and then they're like,
Yeah, with
scrubbing.
their soap and shit, they go out and have a shower outside.
You know what? This is almost as this is almost on the same level as our colleagues that only shower at work.
To save water, yeah.
I think they're like on that level, you know. Same mentality, just different execution.
Awesome, free water. Let's get out.
Why don't they just bring like a bunch of buckets and stuff and like collect water? I mean that.
And send in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm not kidding. Kelvin is not kidding here. So some Germans are really cheap regarding water. So our colleagues, they go every morning to our company just to shower there. So they don't have to shower and use water. And my neighbors, my future neighbors, they only shower for 1 minute or 2 minutes to save water, and they have super heavy rocks in the toilet, so the water line, you know, the water
Yeah.
how it's more up, you know.
In the okay, so uses less water every time you flush.
Exactly.
Interesting. Wait, how do you even know this?
My neighbor, one of my neighbors is plumber, and he told me about because his colleagues are called once every 3 months because the pipes are
Getting stuck.
getting stuck. Yeah,
But then you have to pay a bunch of money to.
they have, not we. It's a local problem of the apartment then.
What? Oh. So but who pays in the end for the plumber?
The neighbors who caused it.
So they try and save money by using less water to flush their shit, and then once their shit gets stuck,
exactly.
they
And
pay.
then they have to pay a plumber to get rid of the shit in the pipes.
That sounds, I don't know. Sounds stupid, man.
It is. It is.
So guys, don't be too stingy, or else you're just gonna look stupid. But
And
speaking of, maybe some happier notes. All right, Frankfurt.
happy endings.
Frankfurt's it's kind of an outlier, you know. It's not like this everywhere. So our city, for example, in Heidelberg, I would say for me, my experience so far is very safe. I don't know how you feel.
So you didn't had any weird encounters here in Heidelberg?
One. There was one dude at the train station that tried to punch me.
At the main train station.
Yeah, at the Hauptbahnhof. But I was just it was like a daytime. He was just I think he was going through some shit, and then I was walking, he was walking, and he tried to walk in front of me, so I just walked to the side and started skating, and then he was like, "Oh, you don't walk faster than me," or some I don't know. He said some German shit, and then I was like, okay, and he kind of like lifted his left arm to like, you know, kind of clock back to punch. And then I was just looking at him, and then he kind of stopped. He didn't punch me, and then he walked away.
Ay, Jesus. I had such an encounter in Stuttgart. Someone wanted to punch me. I was looking at him. You know, I have wrestling and kickboxing background, so if someone who I can guess is weaker than me tries to punch me, I'm more confused. Like,
Yeah, sure.
really? You want to punch me? Really?
Yeah, I think other than that, it was fine. Like, I left my bike multiple times unlocked. Like that one time I passed out on the street.
But once they tried to steal your bike, I remember. You told me about.
That's true. Yeah, when I first got my bike, someone tried to steal it.
And it is super cool bike, by the way.
So it's a nice bike. Yeah. But then ever since then, I've had like 3 or 4 times where I didn't lock it and it was fine. Like,
So I remember one time I was with Jong at the Untere Straße, sitting outside at a cafe in summertime. And on the table next to us, there was another Chinese woman and a European woman, okay? And then a dude came to us, not to the women, to us, and asked Jong if he's Japanese, okay?
Okay.
And Jong said, no, I'm not. In German, by the way. He said it in German. And then the guy started to talk Japanese.
The guy asked in German or?
In German, exactly.
Oh, okay.
And then the guy said something in Japanese to Jong and was looking to the Chinese woman or Japanese woman next to us. Okay, like, look at how cool I am.
No, I think he's just very confused. I think he has no idea what he was doing. Well, he asked Jong if he was Japanese. He said no and proceeded talking Japanese and looked at other people. What the fuck?
So he was confused, I was confused, Jong was confused. I bet with you that the women next table were
even more
equally confused.
Yeah.
And then he was walking away.
He was drunk though, right? He has to be.
No, he was not. I swear to God,
no.
he did not speak like a drunk person.
Oh no, he's just crazy.
He was just crazy.
Honestly, this is one thing I've noticed more in general in Germany. There's just a lot of crazy people around. People with Tourette's just randomly, like, you're on the train. There's almost always someone on the train yelling nonsense. I have no idea. You've experienced this, right?
Yeah, of course, man. I was with Simke once in a train from Mannheim to Heidelberg, and there was this black fatty kid. And you know, Simke is a psychologist, and he was crying, and then he was hitting with his hand against the iron bar, also with his head. And then he said, "My father never loved me," blah, 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 boom, boom. And he was hitting himself like for 50 minutes or longer, okay? And then when we left the train, Simke looked at me and said, "Sascha, I think he had a serious issue with his father." I said, "No shit."
But what kind of person? I don't know. I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. Like, I don't see so many crazy people in China like this, or at least where I'm from. So I don't know. Maybe the healthcare here is too good. You know, just makes the crazy people so healthy, and then they have even more energy to be crazy. You know.
I love the logic. Yeah, now go out and be crazy. Yeah.
We have the best, medicine and psychologists. We're going to make sure you don't die. And you can live your best crazy life.
Be the best crazy version of yourself.
Yeah, but Heidelberg would you say it's safe, more or less? Like, are there...
Yeah, Heidelberg is more or less... It is safe. It is safe. You can walk outside on the street without being afraid. Also as a woman in the dark. I remember Simke saying Mannheim, different story.
Yeah, this is the thing I was going to say. Like, guys, we're two men, right? So we might not have that full perspective. Because I know women definitely have more at risk. And they're... a little bit more cautious in general. So.
And alone, eh? Just imagine you walking alone as a man. Okay, but as a woman in the dark, in a city you don't know, you always feel unsafe.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't have this realization till a few years ago. Like, wow, we're really different. Because I honestly, Mannheim, sometimes I also feel a little but like, in general, I don't feel very unsafe or like feel weird when I'm alone walking in the dark.
So Mannheim, it's also a question of perception. So it reminds me so much of Croatia, the area where I grew up. I feel homey in this unsafe areas, to be honest. I feel really homey. like
during the day, it's honestly pretty nice. But at night, because I went out like partying sometimes.
Yeah.
There are times where you feel like, oh, okay, this because I also heard from people, like a lot of people in Mannheim carry knives, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Like my old physiotherapist is like this big dude, and he was saying like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, he lives in Mannheim, and he was like, yeah, a lot of people in Mannheim carry knives, and
Oh,
you
shit.
gotta be
Okay.
careful. And it just reminds me of, do you know that really old James Dean movie? It's called, I think it's East of Eden, or what was it called? Where like they have knives and they're just like fighting each other with knives, but
Yeah,
they
with
weren't
this zipper knives, right? I don't know how they're
like
called.
the
This clipping knives.
butterfly.
Butterfly knives. Butterfly
I
knives.
think it was more like the ones that just came out when you press the button.
Ah,
I forgot
okay.
what they're called. But they're not really stabbing each other. They're just kind of slicing each other. You know, it's very like gentlemanly compared to what you think about stabbings now. Like fuck, like we just had a stabbing in Mannheim, right?
Yeah, a police officer died. Yeah.
It was crazy. Like,
Kevin, I don't want to change topics, but I remember something you taught me in our previous episodes. It was about festivals in in Germany or parties in Germany. You mentioned the drinking index of Europe, or you asked me which country is drinking the most.
yeah.
So I also checked one of those statistics. I saw Germany is in the top 5. Romania, in general, a person in Romania drinks 17 liters pure alcohol per year, 2023. A German
17
citizen,
liters. Pure alcohol.
pure
What is that?
pure
What does
alcohol.
that even mean? What's pure? Like 100%?
Yeah, like you drink so much wine, vodka, and if you take out the alcohol of it,
So like a
and
beer, say, is like 5%. Let's say that means
and
20 beers.
1 liter of
is
beer, then you have
20.
50 centiliters of alcohol.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot of alcohol.
Okay, Romania. Okay, it's number 1, and Germany number 5 with 12 to 14 liters. Why am I saying this in context of this episode? Alcohol is also making people aggressive. This is statistically proven.
Yeah.
And Germany, as one of the top 5 countries with alcohol consumption, has
that's like a liter a day, basically, almost. Like
no,
17. Oh wait, no, Germany's at 12. Okay, let's
12 to 14, yeah.
So 14. That's like 240 liters of beer in a year, something like that. A bit more.
I was thinking about this statistic, and especially on the villages, people are drinking like hell, and there's a lot of violence, be among children, but also among grown-ups during tent parties. I mentioned in festivals in Germany.
Yeah.
There's a lot of aggressiveness and conflicts in those tent parties and villages. So if I would compare the danger level of villages and cities, I wouldn't say villages are more safe than cities, actually. I would say they are on par.
Maybe, yeah. But the thing with villages is that you're closer. There's a closer community, so maybe you're not actually killing anyone because you all know each other.
No, killing not. But I'm wondering how you would perceive such a tent party. And you know what? I want to bring you to one tent party.
That sounds nice, actually.
So I will make with you a day trip to the village where I grew up, and then we will go to a tent party. I'm just curious what you think about it.
I'm pretty curious too. Also want to meet Mama Sascha. Would be nice. Hey, but
I mean, we have to sleep there. There are no hotels. We have no choice.
Sounds like a plan. Head to toe on your childhood bed. Not 69, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But just continuing off what you said, do you feel like this is the reason why they're legalizing weed, or one of the reasons? Because think about it. When you smoke weed, you're pretty chill. Like it's not an aggressive thing. Like the more you smoke, the lazier, the slower you get. You're not gonna have people high on weed fighting each other. You know, maybe it's a way to calm the public.
Yeah, of course, it's a chill out drug. While alcohol is it's a poison which has a side effect of having an.
You get aggressive, right? It's like
you get aggressive, yeah, from your temper. You get easier aggressive.
You never hear someone like, "Yo, don't talk to that guy. He's high as fuck." Like, no. Give him some Cheetos and like Lord of the Rings like box set marathon. You know, you said.
I'm also curious. So another story about villages and danger level. There are dangers you wouldn't think of. Okay.
Yeah.
For instance, I was 16 years old and I had to ride at 3 o'clock in the morning with my bike through pure darkness. Around me, only villages, no lights. Okay, just the light on my bike, and I was riding with my bike. 16-year-old. Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning.
But in the village.
In a village area, yes.
Is it
for
dangerous?
2 kilometers. And now this comes. I was hearing a bat. It was first far away, and then it came closer. Like every 5 to 10 seconds, I was hearing the bat sound, and it became louder and louder.
Like a vampire.
And I thought, shit, why is this hunting me? What the fuck?
Dude, bats are like tiny as they're like rats. They're rats with wings.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This thing was hunting me for any reason. It hated me for any reason. And I thought, oh shit, and it's still 1 kilometer to my place. And I was riding like hell. And I swear to God, it got so loud in the end. It was almost over my head. And then a car, because I was riding on a bike lane and next to an highway. And then a car came on this highway with the lights on, and then the bat must have been in shock and flew away. Okay, it was kind of saving me.
Dude,
so
how
of the
big
attack
can a
of the
bat
bat.
get? I mean, they're tiny.
But if you are 16, man, and it's pure darkness, and you are surrounded by nothing,
maybe
you're afraid.
Maybe you become Batman, like how Spider-Man became Spider-Man. That doesn't even
it bit
work.
me. Now I become Batman.
Yeah, that doesn't even work from a comic book standpoint. Okay, but
So and I was almost home. Okay, the bat was afraid, and then it came back.
like after the car went away.
Like so 5 minutes later, I was hearing the
Serious?
sound again. It was again hunting me, the shit thing.
Dang, dude, are bats this smart? And
It seems like I had no idea. And then I was at home, and then the light automatically came on, and then I wasn't hearing the bat anymore. And I was telling my mom and my sister about it, and they were laughing at me. But I swear to fucking God, there was a fucking bat hunting me down for
that bat
2
went
kilometers.
home and told his family, and their family was laughing at you too. But
So, dangers in Germany, not only by people and alcohol, also by fucking bats.
that's true, guys. If you plan to live in a village, your security also needs to increase to like aerial. You know, you need to make sure nothing attacks you from the air.
Or maybe wear a hat, I don't know,
Or
so in case it
underground.
attacks you. Or underground.
Dude, if it was a vampire bat, it might land on your shoulder and bite your neck or something. That would actually be sick. What if you
I
actually
wasn't thinking
become
this far, man. I just was thinking,
Batman?
why is it coming closer and closer? What the fuck is this?
Actually, I hear a lot of them have rabies. So if you get bit by a bat,
Great. Then I had to go to hospital.
you could just die, actually.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think rabies, there's no cure for rabies. So I don't know how it goes. Like, can you get the shot after? Yeah, I think you get the shot.
Yeah, you can.
Within
you can
a certain
get the shot
time,
after.
you can get it. But as soon as
Yep.
the virus takes hold of you, you will die. Like, there
Yep.
is no... I think scientifically they had a few possibilities, but it basically, it's GG. You're done. Yeah.
And a lot of our listeners most probably do not come from such a rural area as I. And just imagine, Kelvin, you would drive a car and you're surrounded by nothing but darkness. You don't see anything but the lights of your car. Would you feel safe to drive in such an environment?
You mean like a bike?
Like a bike or your car, yeah. But around you is only darkness. You don't see anything.
I actually
Just
really
a
want
light.
that. I know it sounds bad, but because I like to look at the sky and stuff. It's really nice. I bet in your village, the night sky is gonna be really nice to look at, because there's no light pollution.
Simke had panic. She said, "Sascha, don't drive this fast. I don't see anything." You know, I think she has this dark, limited dark side.
Yeah. She can't see at night. Dang. Okay, no, I
But
actually like it.
if you grow up in a city, how do you know that you have it? Every time it's light in the city, you know.
But you could, I don't
make
know.
a test, yeah.
No, I mean you sometimes go somewhere that's not in the city. I don't know. But in any case, I think villages should be. We should go to your village. Look out for the bat. We try and go to a tent party. You know, we do the whole. Can you go hunting there? Is that also a thing?
I kind of want vengeance now. Vendetta.
We we buy some airsoft, like BB guns. We get on a bike. You're sitting in the back, like, you know, just like sitting backwards on the back with a light on the gun, and you're just looking at bats, trying to shoot. Dude, that's gonna be sick. That's our next experiment.
So this was actually the point, something I wanted to point out. Not only cities you need to take care of, but also villages. Because we're talking about safety, and we have to also mention the police. We have to mention them shortly.
Ugh. Yeah. I try to stay away from this topic because you know how I am with the police.
I know. Give me one little story, police story, which has maybe a funny twist.
Funny twist? That's a tall order, dude. Have I told any stories already about the police on this podcast?
I remember you were once riding bike without your hands on the stairway.
Yeah.
And they were stopping you and charging you $80 or something.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just riding my bike without my hands on the handlebars like everyone else. And then they pulled me over from, I think it was like a 3-4 lane road. They drove across 4 lanes, had the lights on, you know, the police sirens.
Yeah.
Because they had to stop all the traffic to pull me over. And then I was like, is this a slow day for you or what? What are you trying to do? And then
you said this?
Well, I wasn't. I was like, oh, you're having a slow day? Like, what's going on? And then I think they got a little pissed. But it's
not anymore. Here are $80.
Yeah, it was like writing it. And then I was like, yo, can we take a selfie? Because, you know, I wanted to bash them online. And then they're like, no pictures. Assholes. So, no twist, but I would say I'm a little bit biased. I'm not a big fan of the police.
But in Germany, the police can't do anything.
That's true. That's very true. The police, compared to the US, are very harmless here, right? They're not like...
Not only to US, to every country. They are so formal here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, Singapore, for instance, what Young told me, he said the police is really efficient. If you fuck with them, you're gone.
At least in China, I haven't had any real encounters with the police, except for when I had my moped. The police would try and stop me because I was riding like illegally, like black, because I couldn't get a license. So whenever I saw the police, I'd run, and then they never caught me, so it was fine.
Okay, that is a little funny twist. So let's wrap this thing up, shall we?
Let's see. What is a good last topic? What about online security? That's also security, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a nice ending. Online security. Trolling, really big in Germany. We have a trolling celebrity in Germany. I don't know if you know about him. He's called Drachenlord or Dragonlord in English.
Dragonlord.
He lived in a village in Bavaria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Posted his address online.
Oh.
And or mentioned it just online, and then people, trolls, were
Wait, but he
walking.
purposefully put his address online. Interesting.
He said, if you dare come to my address, I will fuck you up. My address is this, blah, 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 blah. And they were coming. And they were painting his walls. They were sending him 50 pizzas or sex dolls and stuff. So the trolls were really fucking up his life. And in the end, he had to destroy his house and sell his house. Yeah.
Wow.
And from the money, he bought himself a car and made a German tour. And they were still following him.
But honestly, it's kind of his bad. He was taunting people. He was like, "Come and fuck me up if you can."
He's a victim, and he's also the aggressor. Not aggressor, but causer.
I mean, yeah, okay, but honestly, he kind of did this to himself, in my opinion. As in,
yeah, sure.
You don't see, like, I don't know, Merkel saying, "Hey, here's my address. Come and say hi," you know? I mean, this, I don't know. What would you do if you had an address of someone you wanted to troll? What is one thing you do?
Again, if I have the address,
if you had the address of someone you wanted to troll, you know?
Yeah.
What would you do? Like in this case?
It's hard. I'm not a troll, you know. I'm not into this. I guess if I would really want to troll the person, if I want to waste my precious time, I guess I would go there and ring, or I would send a pizza there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I just do the usual. I think people do this, but I'd probably register, subscribe them to like all these weird, like sex magazines or like any kind of like weird subscription you can get for old people magazines, horse magazines, or just any kind of stuff. Like
this is actually a really pretty interesting story. What you said also happened to Drachenlord.
Yeah,
the people signed subscriptions to him. I will put in the description in Spotify a link to documentation about him.
That sounds good. Yeah, I want to watch this. I'm curious. I feel like he's like just like a middle-aged, I don't know, very German kind of chubby looking guy.
He is. Exactly. He's a chubby, middle-aged German guy. Yeah.
somehow, I could picture him already.
And he loves punk. He started off his YouTube career with dancing videos to punk songs.
Interesting. Okay, I gotta search him up, guys. If you're interested, Drachenlord. We'll put it on Instagram, and we'll put his address in there as well if you're interested.
Which is not existing anymore. It's not
existing, but you could go there as a memento. I think the house is still there.
All right. So don't poop or shit or pee in public. It's a crime.
Well, unless you're at the Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, then you're fine.
Exactly. You always can use bakeries like I did. It is possible.
And if you're in the villages, look up during the night. There might be bats.
Wear hats.
Wear a hat with spikes coming out of it, and
don't make the same mistake as I did. Be aware of bats.
Exactly. And wild animals. Yeah.
Germany is a top 5 country with alcohol consumption. Villages, it can get aggressive. Same in cities. As a woman in a city late in the dark, it is unsafe most times, unfortunately. Police, they can't do anything, but except they can charge you a lot of money. Yes. And I think this wraps it up, no?
I would say one last tip. If, in Germany, a lot of people ride bikes, especially like in the smaller places. If you're locking your bike against a pole or something, just make sure, like, there are those bike locking poles. Just make sure those poles are actually in the ground, because sometimes they loosen it and then they'll just steal your bike. So, yep, That's it.
All right, guys.
Guys.
So now you know how safe Germany is.
Yeah. You can find us on Instagram
On
at
Sauerkraut Dumpling Pot. Sauerkraut Dumpling Pot on Facebook as well.
Sauerkraut Dumpling on Facebook. And
Okay. Sauerkrautdumpling@gmail.com.
Yes.
And yes, that's it. Thank you for joining us today.
And with that, stay German.
Stay German.
See you guys.
Bye bye.